So binomial expansion for negative exponent or rational exponent. Now consider the series which you know before, 1 plus x square plus x cube plus x power 4 and so on. This is the infinite GP with first term 1 common ratio x. So which is same as 1 upon 1 minus x, which is same as 1 minus x to the power of minus 1. This is defined only when modulus of x must be less than 1. That means this is the binomial expansion. The exponent is negative. Now if I differentiate this with respect to x on both sides, then again I will get as 1 plus 2x plus 3x square plus 4x cube and so on to infinite terms, which will be same as 1 minus x to the power of minus 2, where mod x less than 1. That means this is also binomial expansion for negative exponent. Now this, if you observe the series, it is a AGP. Now if you again differentiate with respect to x, then you will get one more. Now here 1 plus 3x plus 6x square plus 10x cube and so on equal to 1 minus x to the power of minus 3 modulus of x less than 1. Now here the coefficients 1, 3, 6, 10 are called triangular numbers. Now for the general binomial expansion, 1 plus x whole power n is 1 plus nx plus n into n minus 1 upon 2 factor into x square plus n into n minus 1 n minus 2 upon 3 factor into x cube plus and so on. In this, r plus 1th term will be n into n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus r plus 1 upon r factor x power r plus and so on to infinite terms, where modulus of x less than 1. So the above binomial expansion contain finite number of terms if n is positive integer and infinite number of terms if n is negative integer or rational number. Now, this expansion can be derived using Maclaurin's series. Have you remembered Maclaurin's? The Maclaurin's series. If f of x is differentiable successively, then any function which is differentiable, we can be written as f of x equal to f of 0 plus f dash of 0 upon 1 factor into x plus f double dash of 0 upon 2 factor into x square and so on. So 1 plus x whole power n derivation can be done using Maclaurin's series. That is 1 plus nx plus n into n minus 1 by 2 factor into x square and so on. Now, so if I replace x with minus x, then I'll get 1 minus x to the power of n. And if I replace n with minus n, then I'll get 1 plus x to the power of minus n series expansion. Next, when I replace x with minus x, n with minus n, then it will be 1 minus x to the power of minus n. All the terms will be plus only 1 plus nx plus n into n plus 1 by 2 factor into x square and so on. Now here, you can use NCR notation provided n is a natural number. That is 1 plus nc1x plus n plus 1 c2x square plus n plus 2 c3x cube and so on, n plus r minus 1 cr x power r and so on. Now, in this, you should remember coefficient of x to the power of r. So, coefficient of x to the power of r in the expansion of 1 minus x to the power of minus n is coefficient of x power r in the expansion of 1 minus x to the power of minus n is n plus r minus 1 c r. Next, if x is so small that square and higher powers of x are neglected, then the approximate value of 1 plus x whole power n can be taken as 1 plus nx. So the binomial expansion 1 plus x whole power n in sigma notation is sigma r equal to 0 to n ncr x power r. Now, x plus y whole power n in sigma notation is sigma r equal to 0 to n factorial upon r factor into n minus r factorial x power n minus r y power r. Now, this also can be written as, if I take n minus r as r1 and r as r2, then I can write the same sigma as sigma r1 plus r2 equal to n factorial upon r1 factorial r2 factorial x power r1 y power r2. That means the number of terms in this binomial expansion will be same as the number of non-negative integral solutions of the equation r1 plus r2 equal to n. That is, we can write the solution r1 plus r2 equal to n as, if I take r1 equal 0, r2 will be n. If I take r1 equal to 1, r2 will be n minus 1. So r1 equal to n, then r2 equal to 0. That means the number of solutions will be n plus 1, which is same as number of terms in the binomial expansion. Now, instead of binomial, if I go for the trinomial, that is x plus y plus z whole power n. So in the same manner of the binomial expansion, we can write this as sigma notation, sigma n factorial upon r1 factorial, r2 factorial, r3 factorial, such that r1 plus r2 plus r3 equal to n, x power r1, y power r2, z power r3. Now here also number of terms of this trinomial expansion will be same as number of non-negative integral solutions of the equation r1 plus r2 plus r3 equal to n, which is n plus 2 into n plus 1 by 2. So one method of derivation of this formula is x plus y plus z whole power n. You group y plus z as a single term and expand by binomial, and you can decide the number of terms. Now another method for the same formula can be derived using the equation r1 plus r2 plus r3 equal to n. That is, number of non-negative integral solutions of the equation r1 plus r2 plus r3 equal to n can be derived and as r plus n plus 2 into n plus 1 upon 2. So number of non-negative integral solutions of the equation r1 plus r2 plus r3 equal to n can be derived as coefficient of x power n in the expansion of 1 plus x square and so on x power n into 1 plus x square and so on x power n, also 1 plus x square and so on x power n. Now, why we are taking here three factors is each factor corresponds to r1 and r2 and r3. The values of r1 takes from 0 to n. That's why we are writing here x power 0, x power 1, x square and so on x power n. Now, in this product, when we multiply term by term, means we are taking here some x power r1, here we are taking some x power r2, and here we are taking some x power r3. And when we are taking the coefficient of x power n, means r1 plus r2 plus r3 must be equal to n, which will be a solution for this equation. Now, because these three factors are same and contain n plus 1 term, so it can be written as 1 minus x power n plus 1 upon 1 minus x whole cube, which will be same as 1 minus x power n plus 1 whole cube into 1 minus x to the power of minus 3. Now, expansion of 1 minus x to the power of n plus 1 whole cube by binomial expansion finds number of terms, and 1 minus x to the power of minus 3 infinite terms. That formula is 1 into 2 plus 2 into 3x plus 3 into 4x square and so on upon 2. Now, what we need to calculate is coefficient of x power n. That means coefficient of x power n obtained when I multiply 3c naught with the x power n coefficient, which is n plus 1 into n plus 2 upon 2. Next, here x power n coefficient is required. Here x power n plus 1 is there. That means there won't be, you cannot have any term x power n plus 1 with any of the term here. Now, that means only one term. Coefficient of x power n in this expansion is half of n plus 1 into n plus 2, which is again can be written as n plus 2 c2. Now, previously we have discussed coefficient of x power r in the expansion of 1 minus x to the power of minus n is r plus n minus 1 cr. That means if you have remembered this formula, we can apply directly coefficient of x power n in the expansion of 1 minus x to the power of minus 3 as n minus of minus 3, that is n plus 3 minus 1, means n plus 2 cn, which is same as n plus 2 c2. So the multinomial expansion x1 plus x2 plus x3 and so on xk to the power of n in sigma notation. Sigma n factorial upon r1 factorial, r2 factorial, r3 factorial, r factorial into x1 to the power of r1, x2 to the power of r2, x3 to the power of r3 and so on xk to the power of rk. Condition is r1 plus r2 plus r3 and so on rk equal to n. So the number of terms in the above multinomial expansion will be same as number of non-negative integral solutions of the equation r1 plus r2 plus r3 and so on rk equal to n. Now, which will be same as coefficient of x power n in the expansion of 1 minus x to the power of minus k. which will be n plus k minus 1 cn or n plus k minus 1 c k minus 1. So the way what we have done before for the trinomial expansion derivation, exactly same manner, we can derive this number of terms as n plus k minus 1 c k minus 1. Go through 2x plus y plus 3z whole power 10 coefficient of x square y power 5 z cube. So the expansion is sigma 10 factorial upon r1 factorial, r2 factorial, r3 factorial, 2x to the power of r1, y to the power of r2, 3z to the power of r3, such that r1 plus r2 plus r3 equal to 10. Because we need x square, so r1 must be 2 and y power 5 is required, so r2 must be 5 and z cube is required, so r3 must be equal to 3. Now we have to check the condition r1 plus r2 plus r3, is it 10 or not? Because it is satisfied. So the coefficient of x square y power 5 z cube is 10 factorial upon 2 factorial, 5 factorial, 3 factorial into 2 to the power of r1 means 2 square, 3 to the power of r3 means 3 cube. And you will have only one term because only one solution is there. So coefficient will be only one term. So find the coefficient of x power n in 1 plus 3x whole square upon 1 minus x to the power of 3. Now, so expand 1 plus 2x whole square and take this to the numerator 1 minus x to the power of minus 3. So write the expansion of 1 minus x to the power of minus 3 and expansion of 1 plus 2x whole square and identify in which terms product if you take. So you will get x power n.